Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about a pest that everyone's been talking about recently, Spodoptera frugiperda. Today I'll give you a detailed introduction to Spodoptera frugiperda. First of all, let's learn about the occurrence and hazard of Spodoptera frugiperda. Spodoptera frugiperda, commonly known as fall armyworm, is a pest of the order Lepidoptera and the family Noctuidae. It is an omnivorous pest native to the tropical and subtropical regions of the Americas by the Center for Agriculture and Bioscience International, and it is listed as one of the top 10 plant pests in the world. Since 2016, Spodoptera frugiperda has invaded countries in Africa and Asia. It invaded Yunnan and Guangxi of China from Myanmar in January 2019. Now, it has been found in 20 provinces, autonomous regions, and municipalities, causing significant damage to China's agricultural production. At present, there are two ecological types of the Spodoptera frugiperda, rice strain and corn strain. The yield of corn damaged by the Spodoptera frugiperda corn strain is usually reduced by 20 to 70%. And even no harvest. So, what are the obvious characteristics of corn plants damaged by the Spodoptera frugiperda larvae? The first to third instar larvae usually hide in the core leaves, leaf sheaths, and other parts to feed, forming translucent film window holes. Young larvae can spin and transfer to the surrounding corn plants by the wind to cause damage. The fourth to sixth instar larvae are more serious to corn. They feed on the leaves and form irregular elongated holes which can feed on the leaves of the whole plant of corn. What's worse, they also bore the core leaves, unsprouted tassels, and unsprouted young female ears, affecting the normal development of leaves and fruit clusters. This is the middle and late growth stage of corn plants. The Spodoptera frugiperda larvae damage the unsprouted tassels and young female ears. It can be seen that they have a great impact on the yield and quality of corn. Second, let's take a look at the morphological characteristics of Spodoptera frugiperda. The body length of imagos is 15 mm to 20 mm. The wingspan is 32 mm to 40 mm, and it is a grayish brown. The forewings of the male are dark brown, with a large white spot located inward from the apical angle, a yellowish-brown annular stripe in the middle of the wings, a kidney-shaped stripe behind it, and a white wedge-shaped stripe inside the kidney-shaped stripe. The hind wings are grayish-white, with narrow brown bands at the margins. The forewings of the female are grayish-brown, with inconspicuous stripes and brown annular and kidney-shaped stripes. The hind wings are similar to those of the male. The eggs of Spodoptera frugiperda usually pile up into egg masses of 100 to 200. The eggs are dome-shaped, about 0.4 mm in diameter, and are usually covered with light gray villus, scales of females. It is light green or white at first birth, and gradually turns brown before hatching. In the two pictures in the PPT, the egg in the picture on the left is milky white, which should be an egg mass that has just been laid. But the egg in the picture on the right is brown, indicating that the egg is about to hatch. The Spodoptera frugiperda larvae have a total of 6 instars. The mature larvae are about 45 mm long and have various body colors such as light yellow, light green, and brown. There are two iconic characteristics of larvae. The third or above instar larvae have yellow-white, inverted Y-shaped spots on their black or orange heads. There are 4 black spots arranged in a square on the 8th segment of the abdomen. Please carefully refer to the pictures for identification and grasp the morphological characteristics of Spodoptera frugiperda larvae. Let's review the morphological characteristics of the larvae. As you can see from the 6 pictures on the left, the body color of the larvae changes greatly, which is very similar to the armyworm larvae mentioned earlier in the picture on the right. The comparison of a group of Spodoptera frugiperda larvae at different instars is shown. The mature larvae of Spodoptera frugiperda often pupate in the soil of 2 cm to 8 cm and also in the fruit clusters or leaf axils. The pupa is light green at the initial stage of pupation and then gradually turns reddish brown or dark brown. The pupa is oval, glossy, 14 mm to 18 mm long and 4.5 mm wide. We need to fight a tough battle against the Spodoptera frugiperda. That is to say, we have to identify it and grasp its occurrence law. The average lifespan of Spodoptera frugiperda imagos is about 10 days. The egg stage is 3 to 5 days. The larval stage is 14 to 22 days, and the pupal stage is 7 to 13 days. So a generation is completed for about 24 to 40 days. What are the other biological characteristics of Spodoptera frugiperda? Spodoptera frugiperda has many host plants, and it is not picky at all. For Spodoptera frugiperda of corn strain, in addition to corn plants, it also eats more than 80 species of plants, such as rice, wheat, cotton, sorghum, alfalfa, soybean, tobacco, tomato, and potato. It has a big appetite and high destructive power. The yield of corn damaged by the Spodoptera frugiperda is reduced by 20 to 70%, and even no harvest. It has a strong reproductive ability. Females can lay 100 to 200 eggs each time, about 1,000 eggs in a lifetime, and some can lay about 2,000 eggs. Spodoptera frugiperda imagos are extremely capable of migrating and spreading over long distances. It is reported that the imagos migrated from Mississippi, America to southern Canada within 30 hours, a distance of 1,600 kilometers. They are absolutely fighters among the moths. In addition, Spodoptera frugiperda has no diapause and can reproduce annually in suitable areas with multiple generations occurring in a year. The larvae are capable of thanatosis and can curl into the C-type when they are frightened. Finally, let's sort out what we have learned today. I have explained in detail the occurrence and hazard, morphological characteristics, and occurrence law of Spodoptera frugiperda. You should have found that this pest has many similarities with the armyworm mentioned earlier. Both larvae have various body colors, and both imagos have long-distance migration habits, and so on. After class, please compare these 2 pests carefully to find out their similarities and differences. Okay, that's all for today's class. See you next time.